going crazy. Yeah. This particular project houses the most amount of people. Sleeping bag on the floor. They're sleeping in tents inside.
Right around here, a lot of drug addiction, generational crime.
We call these the Three Sisters.
Anywhere you go to any community, anywhere in the world, you'll find drugs.
WLC, Waterloo crew. I know him, Buddy B, Buddy Brindle. I shot a music video right there. Melvin Manhoff. Hey, Dawn.
If they gave her a shot again, I'm telling you about my car.
They're investigating your mum's death.
Bro, someone gave her a shot again, my brother, all my family, they were going to kill him.
Sorry to hear about that, my bro.
I'm Spanian. I was raised in the housing areas of Sydney City. Spent most of my youth and adult life in prison. And after a total of 13 years, I'm free and living my best life. And I'm out and about, flying around, sussing out the hoods all over the world. It's Oj.
Alright, here we are in the middle of Sydney City. I'm at Central Station. As you can see, behind me is the start of the city. I've got a new idea. We're walking around the hoods of the world. You know me, coming from where I came from. I come from the hood, I come from these areas, I come from housing estates. I grew up in prison. I'm really interested, and something I want to do is, as I'm traveling the world doing my food show, I thought it would be a great idea if I walk around the hoods of the world, cities around the world, from Portugal to Australia, wherever we go, to show a different side to things that you hear about. And sometimes we don't hear about these things. Different stories, different ways of living. To me, it's interesting. Where better to start than my own backyard, Sydney. So one street up from Central Station up this way is Sydney's most densely populated housing estate. Surry Hills, Redfern and Waterloo. They're the suburbs that it spreads through. Top of this street here, you can see over those buildings there, is the start of it. It's where all the housing is, all the flats are up here. So we'll just do a walkthrough. We meet people along the way. We'll have a yarn with them, get a feed, see what it's about, lad. This part that we're in here now, Surry Hills, is actually trendy. It's actually a rich area. And then it just goes bang, ghetto. All right, it's just up ahead of us on the right is the start of what spreads over, like I said, 3 different suburbs, high density housing. This is actually the only part of Sydney that has project built housing estates. So whilst there's a lot of different housing commission areas, housing estates in Sydney, they're all out in the suburbs. So they're all pretty much made up as suburban areas. What you'd see as suburban areas, just houses and spread apart, maybe townhouses at the most. But here it's very different, as you'll see. So this street is called Chalmers Street. This is the beginning of it. And this ends, what you see when I turn here, what you see there, and the towers around this that we're about to walk through, this goes for three suburbs straight. Known a lot of boys that lived in all of these. There specifically, that top window, my best mate lived in there for like 8 years. This project that we're going in here, this is called the Northcott project. So all the projects in here have names, not all of them, most of them. Suss out behind here, what's going on here? This is like their backyards. In there is like dryers and washing machines. I don't know if you can see, but they're like secured now. Behind every one of these is like that, like a little backyard, clotheslines, and this big building that you see up in the background is the main block, the main Northcott project of this estate here. I don't think you can access it from under here, I'm not sure. Wow, They're not the highest, and they're definitely not the worst, but I think this particular project houses the most amount of people. Security. Another thing too, about 10, 12 years ago, all of the projects in the Surry Hills, Redfern, Waterloo area have security guards at the bottom. You actually got a sign, you'll see them, I'll take you to them. We probably can't get in and they hate when you film, but every building has its own security checkpoints that you need to go through. There's more housing down through there. And then it's all again, another whole big block of it. You thought that side was it. That was half of it. This is the front side of it. I'm genuinely excited to do this all around the world. You know, some places will be safer than others. I wouldn't call this an overly dangerous place. I wouldn't call it a safe place either, but I'm from here, so I'm comfortable here. But I can imagine when I'm getting around like Naples or Brazil or those flats in Paris that I'm not gonna be walking around with such a smile, and I'll probably be like, hi. I definitely won't be taking a bag with me. All right, someone's coming out now. The security, is someone coming out? There they are. I'm gonna hide the camera while I go in, all right? Hey, what are you doing that way? Hey, don't. I just seen a bunch of people I knew as I came through. Thank you. Oh, he let me through. He let me through, he didn't care. Hey, don't mind. Oh yeah, don't. You know, one thing about this particular project, as you're gonna see in a second, this particular project being the one that is not the highest, but the closest to the city, that was near Surry Hills, near Central, has the best views that you will ever see in a housing commission estate. This is not pointing the city, this is pointing towards Redfern and Waterloo. I'm trying to work out how there we go. Bro, don't lock me in here, what the fuck? Alright, you settle down. I'm not getting locked in here. What is this? Alright, what is in here? Oh, okay. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at the views. That's the views they got from these buildings here. All right, listen, I'm a bit scared of heights, so relax, all right? All right, this is the view over here. Flats all the way down that way. You can imagine when these were built, how excited everyone would have been to live in here. And time went past, and like in this city area, this is close to as bad as it gets, like in terms of living flats. I would say the area down there is definitely worse, but these flats are dirty. Level 14? I only seen 12, so I pressed 11. Right, this one opened up. These are sketchy, bro. They're so sketchy. Oh, bro. The smell too. You know what? It's not that bad now. There's been times where it's just smelled. It is just what you thought. Piss, body odor. It actually smells decent right now. You gotta get buzzed out even. Is it alright? Hey, I can see one of the boys there in front of me. Hey, Dawn! Doing a little vlog, lad, just getting around with a GoPro. It's one of the boys. Dawn. Uzi, he's a rapper. How you doing? Doing, my brother. What are you doing? Just getting a drink?
Just got a drink, bro. One of the boys.
Yeah. and floating around, doing a little hood tour, a little walk around.
Yeah, Surry's, eh?
Yeah, so we're starting in Surrey's.
Yeah.
We're going down through Redfern and Waterloo.
Yeah, nice.
To spin him out. Tell them what's it like around here, bro.
Bro, around here, a lot of drug addiction.
Yeah.
A lot of crime.
A lot of crime.
A lot of kids growing up in disadvantaged households and that. So yeah, a lot of crime, generational crime.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, it is what it is.
Yeah, but have a look at it, eh? I went up the top. I'm scared of heights. So I sort of went near the edge. I was going like that. I was going, look at the view, holding the stick at the edge.
Someone's yelling out.
Someone's yelling out. Were they? Up there. Yeah.
There's security here now. There never used to be no security.
Yeah, I know. But he just let me in.
Did he?
I didn't think I was going to get through. And plus I tried to hide the camera, but I just, you know how you got to sign in?
Yeah.
He just goes buzz through. But you actually got to get buzzed out. Not only in, but out. Yeah, because there's no handle. I went up, I'm like, so I had to knock on the window, can I get out? And he's like, all right, sweet.
That's what happened anyway.
What have you been doing anyway? Any new music coming out?
Yeah, I'm going to release in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
That'll be about the time that this comes out.
Yeah, so when this comes out, I'll have a new video out.
What's your YouTube?
YC Uzi, YC space AWZY.
YC 2 letters, space AWZY.
Instagram Trendsetter Chino. TRNDSETAR.
Right at the bottom. Sick coming, bro.
Oh, brother.
Later, I'm off, bro. We're discovering.
Love.
Yeah, he's another rapper. I started out rapping. He's another rapper from around here. Yeah, just bumping into lads on the way. This is the central between all the Surry Hills estates. Their one and only shop. Have a go at it. Hey, that's his Audi. We'll go in here and. Where's the drinks, boss? Oh. Thank you. Thank you, boss.
Nice.
Listen to him, still gonna see that shop. So this set of housing here across the road is called the Pottery. We all refer to it as the Pottery. Yeah. That goes further down there, goes in around. There's another maybe 2 blocks of what was behind us, up, down there and up to the left, but it's pretty much the same as what we just walked through. So now, when we go down this street here, we are leaving the Surry Hills estates, crossing the road into Redfern. One whole side of Redfern, which was the worst side and which was the most notorious suburb in the country, where the block was, has already been demolished and has like long ago non-existent. There's all brand new apartments and shops, and I wouldn't be lying if I told you that was the closest thing that Australian cities ever probably had. Yeah, you're flying. That any Australian city has had to a third world country. But it doesn't exist anymore. But this whole other eastern side of Redfern exists very much so. And that's where most of the housing was anyway. Just wasn't the worst part. This is the main road that divides Surry Hills from Redfern, Cleveland Street. See right down there? Here, there's a Lebanese restaurant here, and it's been here since the beginning of time. Actually, Sydney's first Lebanese community was Redfern. It was a Christian Lebanese community, and they've been here for a long, long time. And they built a lot of Arabic stores around here. And these have been standing for a long time, but this one place in particular, Fatima's, all the boys have been going here to get lamb wraps since like I can remember. It's a mad place. We'll go in here and suss it. Hey brother, how are ya? Hey, good. Can I get a lamb wrap, please? Yeah, thank you. It's a wall of like a mixture between locals and famous people that have come here before. And full photos on the walls, old school photos. Anthony Mundane when he was like 20 years old, old Bulldogs players. Hummus, tabbouleh, chili garlic, purple pickle. Yeah, these wraps, I'm telling ya, wow. These wraps, wow. A lot of the places too, you know why I'm happy that we're starting here in Sydney's housing estates, where I grew up, is because more than 80% of the housing that in the estates that we walk past are already due for demolition. They got a set date, maybe a year or two in the future. There's signs protesting it as we walk. I'll try and figure out when, but it's all getting knocked down. The government has said that it's not suitable to have people in housing commission in inner city areas. They need to be far out in the suburbs, on the outskirts of the city, in the cheap areas. To cut a long story short, that's what's happening. They have different ways of explaining it, but that's what's happening. It's happened in different parts of the inner city, other housing estates that we're not walking through today, which, like I said, Surry Hills, Redfern and Waterloo is the major ones. There are smaller ones like Millers Point's already disappeared. The one I call most home, Woolloomooloo, still exists. It's on the other side of the city. And Glebe, which still exists, but that's on the other side of the city again. Woolloomooloo's on the east, Glebe is on the west. We are in the south, so we're in South Sydney area, the football team, the Rabbitohs. Millers Point was like in the north or the inner city near Circular Quay. But yeah, we won't see those in this episode, but it's already started to happen. It happened at Millers Point, like I said, and is happening soon. It won't be long, 10 years or something, and there will be no placement. The city is just gonna be for rich people. It almost is already. It almost is. See these houses across the road? These aren't housing commission. So on this whole street, you have private housing. Between the estates here, you have private housing, and I can guarantee you that one of those houses across. Hey, doing bro. One of those houses across the road is worth a minimum of $2.5 million. Minimum. Like one with no renos, not redone inside, you know? So already the contrast between the people in the housing and the people next door in the private is literally poor people to multi-millionaires, yeah. So unfortunately, when that happens, the clearing of all of these housings, it will just be the rich of the rich living anywhere near here and overseas investors. Oh, I'm sweating on one of these wraps, I'm telling ya. Yum, I'm so excited. That's homemade chili sauce, eh boss? Yes. Beautiful. They got mad homemade chili sauce, maddest. $13. Yum. Forgive me, I'm hungry. I know I'm interrupting the hood tour. So up this street, we are now in Redfern. Let me stop and eat this, please. I'm hungry. Stop for a quick hood eat. Wow. Yum. Look at that. The hummus is so You know when hummus is almost tangy, it's that fresh. The garlic is so strong, pickles are so salty. The tabbouleh is soaking wet, the chili is home done, the bread is fresh, the lamb skewers are hot. Wow! Alright, let's continue. So as we get to this street in front of us here, this is where it all starts again. This street, multiple streets to the right and multiple streets to the left. But I'm just gonna walk down the middle of this one. Not gonna go every street to street, relax, like we're doing Google Maps. Filming Google Maps. Hey, go on, bro. Go on. Suss out how these flats are. He's kicking on a little sun chair, this fella behind us. Plenty of the boys lived in all here. Most of the boys, actually. Only a few of my mates lived up in that Surry Hills section, to be honest with you. Most of the boys from the flats we're going to see now on, these are the windows I was jumping in and out of as a kid, teenager. Dark as, eh? That's what each one of these blocks is like inside, huh? Blocks like this, each block with dozens of those little blocks in them, and multiple. There's another whole block with dozens of them, multiple. There's at least 4 to 6 of those big blocks that each have those little blocks. Any person not being a resident or guest of a resident found upon these premises will be prosecuted. Well. Onto another street with them. This is Moorhead Street. The last street was Walker Street. Another thing of just massive. That's a single bigger one though. Not like smaller individuals like those other ones. Oh, there is some smaller ones with them. And down the back there. We're coming up here to a shop that people call Poets Corner. To be honest, I don't know why. I have no idea why after 25 years. But this shop here, Poets Corner shop, is right central in the middle and is the only shop right in the middle of Redfern, Redfern's estates. So what we're walking through here is what is left of Redfern's estates. Now these buildings are getting massive. So as you can see, whoa, see that rat. As you can see, there are 3 massive buildings. We call these the Three Sisters. And this one across the road, which is way wider but shorter, I think it's called Gilmore Flats. Have a go at the shop here, but the only shop in the middle of Redfern's projects. Oh, sorry, there's a doctor. Hey, good brother, how are you? Yeah, good brother, good. Waiting for the doctor, bro.
Yeah, Poets Corner.
Oh, Poets Corner, bro. From around here?
Yeah, it's Waterloo.
Waterloo? Yeah. What's your name, brother?
My name's Ben.
Ben, where you from around here? Redfern, Waterloo?
Yeah, originally from like Gladesville area, but yeah, Waterloo now.
You ended up down here?
Yeah, down here.
How'd you end up down here, my bro? Trials and tribulations.
How life goes.
It's only trials and tribulations that you end up around here, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Where you staying now, around Waterloo?
Like, yeah, down Daniel Solander there.
Yeah. How you find it around here?
Yeah, no, it's good. Like, fuck, I said to my missus, like, it's one of the only places, like, in Sydney that I've been to where everyone knows each other, everyone still says hi to each other.
Yeah.
Like, you're walking down the street.
Like a strong community.
Yeah, like, I didn't even know my old neighbours living in Gladesville, but I know everyone from around here. So.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point, actually. You're very right about that. Since I've lived in areas that are outside it, when you're in this area, you know who's that? You know, oh, that's mate's. Look, now you say, Dawn, bro, Dawn. Yeah, actually, that's a very good point, bro. Is that
lower socioeconomic society, like communities, you find that a lot more. The people are a lot more down to earth and that. But like, I think it's a positive about this community.
Yeah, it is, eh? And what's drugs still f***ing bad around here?
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, anywhere you go, like you said, you're going all around the world. Like, you'll go into any community anywhere in the world and you'll find drugs.
Yep, that's right.
There's going to be that, like, the war on drugs, it's a joke, like, the way they do it. Like, Portugal, you said you're going to Portugal, they actually do it good over there.
Drugs are legalised there.
Yeah, fucking
yeah.
Like,
I'm interested to see that.
Yeah, they found the crime rate over there dropped significantly once they changed that law. So.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad, bro. All right, my bro.
Happy days. Good
Later.
to speak to you.
Good to speak to you. How are the police around here, bro? I forgot to ask you that. Still dogs? Still dogs. Very good point he made. So he come from what used to be, what is a very good area. He's from a very good area of Sydney, Gladesville. And not to be judgmental, I'm sure he won't be upset, but obviously I can tell, like, I'm from the hood. I've done 13 years in jail, I know, right? Like, my judgment is good. So obviously he's become a drug addict and he's ended up around the people of this area and then moved in because he thought life was fit here. And that's the story about so many people here. Like, so many of these flats are full of people. It's not that they grew up in Redfern, although I know people that have lived in these flats for 25 years plus, but it's not that they grew up in Redfern, it's that, like, this is where you end up before you fix your life up. And there's a lot of services around here for such things, you know? Oh, I should have tried to get in one of those buildings. Same story though, security guards at the bottom. I always found those buildings though very hard to get into. What the process is, you have to know someone's name and what unit they live in, and you write the paper and you check in as a visitor of them and they let you through. And so if you don't know anyone's name or unit and they check it, you can't get through. But that other place in Surrey's Northcote, he didn't care, that fella. Press button to contact security guard. He's coming out. Look, I'm gonna go in because someone's coming out. Hey, brother. He's not gonna let me through. Oh yeah. Doing, brother. Look, he's gonna tell me not to film. Watch. Hey? Yeah, I'm visiting. Billy Olsen. Not allowed to film? Yeah, 100%. I'll turn it off right now, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Told ya. Told ya. Watch him come out. Oh, I'm gonna get the elevators already here. Too late, brother. Too late. He would have came out, he would have checked the lifts are a lot nicer in this one. So you just make up a name. I think that's what you do, you just make up a name. What did I say? I'm visiting Bill on the 9th floor. There's not even 9 floors. It only goes to 8. Look. I said the 9th, that's a good follow-up. Just say someone in a floor that doesn't exist. Hey, don't kill me. Hey, don't bite me. Come on. I wonder if there's another way out, or if they've sealed all the fire exits. You know, I reckon they have. No, they wouldn't have been able to. That's illegal, right? To seal the fire exits. I just know what they're like around here. They'll try and siphon everyone through the security checkpoint. I was actually shocked about when in Surry Hills, you need security to check you to get out. That's actually shocked me. Right, we'll go. See you, boss. How do you get out now, bruh? Oh. If I keep continuing this way in front of me, we're leaving Redfern and we're entering, there's one main road, which is Elizabeth Street. When you cross that, you're now in Waterloo. I shot a music video right there. Manhoff. Whoa. Those birds are loud as, they're going off. Fight. That's what Melvin Manhoff, the music video right there. Straight across the road is Redfern Oval, South Sydney Rugby League team. Forgive me, I'm not a sporting man, right? South Sydney Rugby League teams are training ground. And as you can see off in the distance is the towers of Waterloo over the people playing. We're heading down that way. We'll go down this way and go around through the houses. It's actually quite a nice park and field. and grandstand. It's only new. Didn't exist when I was getting around here in my silly days, but yeah, I remember when they built this. It's really good, really good. Doon. Number one fan, Nad? That's right. Mad, brother. We are now in Waterloo. These Waterloo shops ahead of us. This street here was more my childhood than any street that we're gonna walk through. Our best mate lived on this street. His name's Trung. He's in jail now. Been in jail for like 20 years straight. Nah, he's out sometimes. He lived just up there behind us, across the road. All of these are housing. In Waterloo's a good mixture between actual houses and units. Whereas before it's all just units, you know? He lived in one of these, but up the street there. Mad houses, they're good houses. Oi, doing Adelaide? Doing a little walk around, brah. You're gonna be on camera? Oh, good. I'm doing a walk and talk.
That's alright, we're still
Marky, what are you doing?
No, nothing, bro. Just,
Nothing,
you know,
nothing.
just finishing work, you know, just coming back to the area
Sick,
and just, you know,
cuz.
kick back and relax and recharge my batteries.
brother,
that's
that's
what I'm
it.
talking about.
Yeah, sick, cuz. Yeah, I'm just doing a walkthrough. I'm from Surrey's,
Yeah, show.
Redfern, Waterloo around.
That's what I'm saying,
Show,
bro.
make a little vlog, show them around the hood, and this is something I'm gonna do around the world, and I thought I'll start right in our own
Why
neighbourhood.
not, bro? Why not? This is where you get it all, the content going.
Yeah. Loving it around here, boss?
Bro, this is my area, bro.
Yeah.
I could have moved out in different areas, but this is my home, bro. Just
Yeah.
straight out. This is where I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm being judged.
Yup.
You know what I mean? I can walk around and do my thing here without, you
Yeah.
know, looking about what other cunts are looking at me. What's he doing around this area? You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
That's just where I feel,
This
bro.
is where you feel most comfortable.
100%.
You reckon it's got better around here since time's gone on?
Bro, it's cleaned up a lot,
A lot.
for the better.
Yeah.
You know, the riff-raffs is out, but there's
Yeah.
still a few old heads are still here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
for the better.
That's what I was telling them, it's a lot better now.
Yeah, you go on Redfern Street, there's all these cafes, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I might even take a Dubai out.
Hippies up there, eh?
Yeah, but I still get hood, bro.
Alright, my bro.
Alright, see you
later. So we're coming up here to Waterloo shops. Just thought we'll suss the shops out, what they're like now. Back in the days, these were like jails. Little jails with little holes that you'd like. Nah, they're alright now. Like he said, it's better. It's like 70% cleaned up, 80%. Go on. Hey, doing. Dude, what do? Hey, boss. Yo, come here, bro.
Like the all these ones.
Nah, bro, you're about to be in one.
Oh,
Say what do.
What do?
How are ya? Hey. What do, brother? Hey, good, brother, good. This here behind me is a youth centre, the factory. It's a good youth centre for all the kids around Waterloo. Actually, a really do something youth centre. It's good. Now we're getting into the worst part that we've been out of everywhere we've walked so far. This is why I left this to last. This part of Waterloo, compared to that Surry Hills and that Redfern part, in my opinion, is the worst. Go on.
Oh my god, it's my last day in Sydney and
Yeah.
all I wanted to do is meet you for weeks.
Oh, no
I've been
way.
It's haunted videos,
Loving
fucking
'em.
sick. Can I grab a photo?
Yeah, go.
Legend.
All good.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
They're screaming. See what I was saying here, the signs about the evictions that are happening everywhere we've walked. I told you we may come upon some signs. Yeah. No eviction for housing tenants. Go on. Now I'll show you around the flats of the flats. This particular spot that we are is the most dense housing that you can get. And I've been to Melbourne and I've seen them flats and they're scattered through the city, but there is not a place That is so many in one place as Waterloo. Doing.
In the hood, bro. It's in the hood.
Shit, bro. I'm on a stroll.
Up and bar.
You know, eh?
I'm gonna make the caption Ilche, lad.
That's it. Later. Anyway, let's continue. Don't kill me. As you can see around here, it's just flats on flats. It's where all the Waterloo boys live, in amongst all these flats here. We're coming up when we get down here though, turn right up here, and we're coming to the major projects of these areas, or the major projects of the inner city. This, from my experience back in the days, apart from that one place that doesn't exist anymore, the block of Redfern, which was the worst of the worst. This where I'm walking now, if we're going back to early 2000s, was out of the worst. This place was chaos and very dangerous. Dangerous. Not just look bad like some places, but dangerous. So that's what some of these flats looks like. This looks like an empty. Doesn't look too bad in these ones. There used to be a pub right in the middle of Waterloo called the Duke of Wellington. Can't tell you why that closed down. Just got out of jail once and it didn't exist. That was the spot though. The spot. Not a spot for me, I don't drink. But I just remember a lot of people being there and it was the spot. It's not my spot. My spot was a prison cell, unfortunately. I actually haven't walked through these flats for a good 10, 12 years. Let's see how different they are myself. Oh wow, the backs of some of their houses here. WLC, Waterloo crew. I know him, Buddy B, Buddy Brindle. 1217's the postcode. Oh wow. I can't tell if someone actually lives in there. I thought it was empty, but then there's clothes in there. Well, the locks still work. It seems like an abandoned building, but there's like clothes and mattresses in windows. This one's got a tent in it, look. I don't know if you can see that. They've made a tent. Sleeping bag on the floor. The windows are locked. They're sleeping in tents inside. Look at these tiny little houses, bro. Legit like little one-bedroom sitters. This one's sort of taken care of. Look, they own a scooter. He's busted me. Mate, he busted me real. Hey, doing, bro? Sorry, bro. I'm trying to film the backyard. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, no way. What are you doing? It's one of the boys. Bro, I'm trying to film like the back of flats around here. I thought, bang, I got busted by someone that lives here. It pops out, it's one of the boys, Tone. What are you doing, Adley? I haven't seen you for ages. It's one of the boys, bro. I've known him for how long? About 25 years. How you been, my bro? Been alright? Yeah, cuz. I'm just getting around doing a little exploration.
Is that one of them GoPros?
Yeah, it's a GoPro, bro. Yeah, it's one of the newest ones.
Oh,
Oh, go for a full.
Yeah, DJI Action 4.
Is it waterproof?
Yeah. Hey?
Waterproof?
Yeah, full waterproof. Yeah. Later, my bro. I just take it with me, travel, bro, because I'm gonna go and I've got this little show going on. I'm gonna go around the whole world, go into all the hoods, do a little walkthrough and show the real side of life. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. So you're part of the first show, my bro. What's your name, bro?
Augie.
Augie. All right, my bro. Later. Hey, bye.
Yeah, my mum just died, Died last night, but
Bless you, brother. Sorry to hear that, bro.
if they gave her a shot again, I'm telling you now,
Oh, that's it. They're investigating your mum's death.
Bro, someone gave her a shot again. My brother, all my family, we're going to kill him.
Fair income.
Yeah, but we know there's a girl there, one
Yep.
girl, and there's another girl.
Yep.
And it's another bloke we don't know. My cousin walking around.
Yep.
But he doesn't know anything.
Yep.
So he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't know.
You gotta find out, bro.
So we're gonna war, bro. We're gonna kill him, bro.
Sorry to hear about that, my bro.
That's why I'm around this area, you know?
Yeah. All right, bros. I don't know if he's got that. I told you. You thought I'm down here telling lies. That lad, I feel like I know him. Or maybe I know him through jail. I don't know his name, but I feel like I've been in his presence before. His mum died last night. He's saying there that she overdosed. Somebody gave her heroin. Someone gave her a shot, injected her with heroin, and he's trying to find out who done it, and they're going to war. And can you see how, if I can walk through here with a camera, film in the backyard, and one of the boys pops out, that little place is probably like a little, I won't say it, but yeah, it's probably a place that they kick back and do their thing. Just randomly come across stories like that of people whose mothers were injected and overdosed, and it's day-to-day life here. You see, he's just walking around, and the other lad is just like, oh, bruh, no way. Yeah, let's go find them. Like, it's just day to day. And this is 2023. Can you picture this place in 1998 or 2002? All that aside, we are smack bang in the center of the biggest projects. This is the center of Waterloo now. This is it. That's why I left this for last. Hey. What you doing, mate? How are you?
Oh yeah, I watch you all the time, bro, on the stream.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. How you been?
Yeah, I've been good, bro.
Yeah, I only just got here from down the south coast.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Yeah, mad. Just doing a little vlog, bro.
This is my homeboy here.
Hey, good mate, how are you?
He's from Canberra too.
Yeah. What he's doing down here?
Nah, I just come down here to visit family and that.
Yeah, hectic.
You set a good
example, bro.
Example, yeah.
Thank you, eh?
Yeah.
Later, bro. Later. Hey, what are you doing? This is like my best mate, my childhood best mate, Colombia. Remember I used to do ghost hunts? What are you doing, Abu Hamzi? I just give him random Muslim names, I don't know why. Your dog's going crazy. Hey. Yeah, doing? Yeah, good. Just walking around doing a vlog. Bro, I've been pacing. Been from Surry Hills. I took him through Northcott, around Moorhead Street, around all the flats, and back of Waterloo. Got some mad stuff. Yeah, just mad yarns, this and that.
Pold's Corner and that?
Pold's Corner.
Yeah, Mickey.
What are you doing? Talk to him, bro.
How are you?
What's your name?
Colombia.
Where are you from?
Waterloo.
Where are we?
Waterloo.
Smack bang?
Yeah.
How long you lived here? Whole life?
Years.
37. How old are you?
Born and raised. 37.
37, that's it.
In 86.
What's it like around here? But I give him a yarn. It's gotten better, gotten worse.
To be honest with you, from a person that's born and raised from here,
Yep.
it's changed for the better.
Yep.
But not in the sense of the hood. You know what I mean? Like it's cleaned up. It's turned into sort of Paddington. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Houses are getting bought up.
Look what we just walked through, right? Look what we've just walked through. All the yarns we had, what I showed you. And he's calling it Paddington. What Paddington is in Sydney is like a really rich, nice area. One of the nicest areas. So he's referring to everything you just seen to as Paddington. So you can imagine what it used to be like.
Yeah, exactly right.
True or not?
Mate, back in the day, it was never a dull moment.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment. Whether it was cop chases, boys punching on one-on-ones, families against each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We never called the ungies.
Yep.
Mate, it was never a dull moment. Just walk out the front.
I was telling them how just up behind us, we were there every day at Chung's house. That was our spot.
Yeah.
Me, him, Chung, and two of the boys that are dead now. That was our spot up there every day. You know, doing our thing, flying around, stolen motorbikes and little things in our pockets, this, that.
Walking around Fox Studios. Hey.
Hey, what are you doing anyway? Going for a walk? We'll cruise up. Yeah, come. Can I get in these flats?
These ones here?
Yeah, any of them?
Yeah, I think I know the secchi in here.
See if I can get in, bro. I want to have, before we finish, I want to have a little look in the flats around here.
Yeah. Well, I could have brought a flat screwdriver, I'll get you in there.
Yeah. Oh, and the big ones?
No, 100%.
The tall ones, see these? See the tall ones here? See the two skinny tall ones behind us? They're like the luxury ones. There, look how high they are. They're like the Twin Towers, or we call them the Twin Towers, but look how high they are. Look how high them suckers are. They got views, if you're on the opposite side of us, so over on that side, the entire city. Everything as far as the eye can see.
Penthouse views then.
Penthouse views?
They go high.
I know. Because these ones are what?
18?
Yeah, so what are they? Like 20 something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Running through these buildings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before, there was no security doors, so you could run through them.
Yeah. Oh, before the security guards, I know.
And then there was codes that you could press and they automatically open.
I was telling them before the securities carry on a bit.
Yeah.
These ones have got security, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got signed in and all.
Oh, no way, he buzzed you in by knocking?
Yeah.
No. So these ones, all you got to do is knock and they let you in.
What's going on, brother? Long time no see, you good? You been alright? I'm just filming just around here with my brother. Can you just let us through, sweet ass? No, we're just walking through, just going up to a mate's house and then just walking back down.
Just a little, for Instagram. Nice girls on there? Alright. What door do they live in? Where do I knock? Every door. It's a good one in this building. Mad.
One day I was walking through work and I used to get on through here.
Yep.
And some, like, I'm not going to say the nationality, but some lad was bridging up to him.
Yep.
And he was going on with it and he didn't want to lose his job or
Let them fly. Yeah.
Sorry, John.
The dogs. Oh yeah, he was trying to punch on with him. He helped him out.
You know what I mean? And he was like, the bloke was off his head, he was drunk.
Yeah.
And then I stepped in sort of a thing and I had a one-on-one with the bloke.
Yeah.
And then when the coppers come, he told me to leg it and he didn't give my name or anything.
Oh, that bloke there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the security guard's mad, he's saying.
We'll walk back down and I go, oh, what happened to that lad? And I'll tell him to retell the story, I forgot about it. He was bridging up to him and then ever since then he always lets me through.
Yeah.
I don't have to sign my name now.
That's where you came from? Yeah, that's where I came from, butts over there.
Look, you walked all of that.
Yeah, bro, I've been walking since, I've been going since Central Station.
I had the youngins walking past my house, where's Spanian at? Where's Spanian? I seen him walking around. I go, yeah, he's coming.
They were looking for me?
Guys, I get the alerts straight away.
I showed them the view. Have you been, North Cot up Surrey's? Mm-hmm. Have you seen the view off the back of them?
I haven't been there for a while.
Wow.
Yeah?
Like, cuz.
Suburbs?
No, not facing the east, facing the city, because it's further in the city.
Yeah.
Cuz, it's like the buildings are straight in front of you. It's the craziest. Yeah, I was up there, but I'm scared of heights, so I didn't. Anyway, we'll have a suss of these corridors. This is what the corridors are like in these buildings. The laundry's locked. Look at the washing machine.
Bro, all the power because people use each other's power and that. It's a full system.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's been ruined ever since.
No way.
Even at, like across the road, one of the younger girls, Clara.
Yeah.
Guys, all her things, she's only got keys, everything.
Oh really?
People from other floors try to use her washing machine because they don't have washing machines.
Oh, I did see it. Yeah. Everything's on lock here. Everything's on lock. Alright, we'll cruise. He's having a yarn, don't worry about it, it's all good. We'll go this way. Every one of the projects has their own name. Daniel Slander, Joseph Banks, James Cook, Daniel Slander, James Cook, behind this one that way, Joseph Banks. What's that one down there near the corner? I never knew the name of that one, I don't know why. A weird name? Yeah. For some reason, I don't know, maybe it's just we've never known anyone that's lived in it. I've never known the name of that one.
I hardly go to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always these.
Yeah, I can't even think of these ones. And that one, that's Banks there.
Yeah, just Banks.
Yeah, I can't, the one down there, I can't even. And the two tall ones, I don't know their name either. Wow, they got names as well. It's named after all. Look, see, this says Joseph. Oh, you can't see it. It's named after all like explorers, I think.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, they're like early settlers, like something like that.
Mayors or something.
Mayors, yeah, maybe. That's pretty much a full walkthrough. There's a lot of spots like 20 years ago. If we had continued, you know how we walked through these down there and we sort of came back up. 20 years ago, we would have continued that way to Redfern, near Redfern train station, and you would have seen the worst of the worst. That makes this really look like Paddington. But that doesn't exist anymore. Hey, Dawn. That doesn't exist anymore, but yeah, that's the walkthrough. That's wow.
What's that going on like you just won the World Cup?
Yeah, I know.
Spanian!
That's how they go on, bro. They've been doing it all day. Anyway, laters. We're going around the world with this. Sure, there's going to be a lot of mishaps, right? But I'll try my best just to blend in, keep my mouth shut, and not get my camera stolen. Laters.